Take out the controller. The packaging you receive may be different from the one in the video, but the installation process is the same. Take out the bracket. Screws included in the package. Put the two triangular brackets upright. The four long brackets are installed corresponding to the side holes. Use the long screws to pass through the screw holes on the side of the tripod bracket. Screw in the long bracket. The rest of the installation is the same. After installing the two bottom brackets, erect and install the other two brackets. After installation, lay the bracket down. Take out the monitor stand and fix it with short screws. If the screws don't match, just pull up the bracket. Finally, check whether all the screws are tightened properly. Remove your monitor from your monitor stand. Align the bezel hole of the monitor with the vertical bar on the bracket for mounting. Since the distance between the controller and the screen is very close, recommended to install the monitor in reverse. This will not affect the line port. When installing, lay the monitor flat and then put the bracket on. Pat the monitor. The screws provided may be different from those in the video, but the installation method is the same. When installing the screws, install them diagonally and tighten them one by one. The monitor should be placed 2 fingers away from the bottom bracket. Be careful not to over-tighten. After installation, erect the bracket. Be careful not to install the air upside down. Light guide at the front. Align the Type-C interface on the side of the air with the Type-C port on the controller. Align the lower protrusion with the controller groove and push it in. Hold the air with one hand and screw it in from the bottom with the other hand. Then install another screw. Be careful not to over-tighten. There should be no big gap between the controller and the air. Disassembly in reverse order. First, loosen the 2 screws. Pull the air back. After pulling it out, use your other hand to separate the Type-C connector. Place the controller on the bracket. Move the bracket to the edge of the table. There is a round hole under the bracket. Insert the screw into the round hole. Align the screws to the holes at the bottom of the controller and screw them in. Do the same on the other side and pass through the hole below. Align the screw holes on the bottom of the controller and screw them in. There will be some distance between the monitor and the controller after installation. Turn the monitor downwards. Slightly loosen the screws. Turn the monitor downwards from the front. Stop moving down when the monitor touches the controller. Finally, tighten the back screws. Plug in the cable. Connect the cable to the computer. If there is only one USB port left, you can just plug the data cable only. The controller lights up after power on. Open Windows Settings. Select Bluetooth and other devices. Select devices and printers. Now the controller is connected. The default mode is hit mode. Run the config app. Select Laverita. The controller has 3 modes. The default mode is hit mode. If you have other game needs, you can choose keyboard mode. There are 4 keyboard modes. 4 keys, 8 keys, 16 keys, and 32 keys. Each touch area can adjust the sensitivity. The key mapping can also be modified, which only takes effect in keyboard mode. If you need to observe the sensitivity, you need to switch the controller to keyboard mode first. Click Save Settings. It is keyboard mode after saving. The buttons correspond to letters and lights are on at the same time. Click Alt to adjust global sensitivity. To the right, the sensitivity decreases. To the left, the sensitivity increases. The initial value is 300. If you feel that the controller's floating trigger sensitivity is too high, you can adjust it to the right. Adjust according to personal habits. After adjustment, click Save Settings. If you wear thick gloves when playing, it will not be easy to trigger. You can adjust to the left. Click Save Settings. After setting, set the controller back to hit mode. If there is firmware released later, you can click Firmware Upgrade.